In a small village surrounded by lush green fields, there was an old school nestled under the shade of a giant banyan tree. The school's most respected teacher, Master Govind, was known for his wisdom and inspiring teaching methods. Among his many students, two stood out: Arjun and Kiran. Arjun was extremely hardworking. He firmly believed that hard work alone was the key to success. He was always the first to arrive at school, meticulously taking notes and studying late into the night, never wasting a single moment. Kiran, on the other hand, thought differently. He believed that hard work was important, but working smart was even more crucial. He sought efficient learning methods, always questioning whether there was a better way to achieve results. Despite their different approaches, both were bright students who deeply respected Master Govind. One day, their teacher called them and said, "You have studied with me for many years, but now it is time for you to prove that you understand the most important lesson of life." Curious, both Arjun and Kiran leaned in to listen. "Before sunset tomorrow, you must bring me a rare flower that grows on top of the western mountain. The one who returns first will be the winner." Arjun nodded immediately. "I just need to climb quickly and not waste time," he thought. Kiran agreed as well, but instead of rushing into the task, he paused and pondered. Is there an easier way to reach the top? The next morning, as the sun rose, Arjun set off immediately. He sprinted towards the mountain, determined not to waste a second. When the path became steep, he climbed tirelessly, grabbing onto rocks and pushing himself forward. After hours of effort, exhaustion set in, but Arjun refused to stop. Hard work is the key to success, he reminded himself. Meanwhile, Kiran took a different approach. Instead of rushing, he stopped by the village and asked the elders if they knew the best way to reach the mountaintop. An old man smiled and said, "There is a narrow path behind the mountain. It may seem longer, but it is less steep and much easier to walk." Kiran thanked him and chose to follow the suggested path. While Arjun continued struggling with the sharp rocks, his body covered in sweat and bruises, Kiran moved steadily along the easier route, conserving his energy and maintaining his pace. By the time Arjun finally reached the top, his body aching, breath heavy, and heart pounding, he looked around and was shocked. Kiran was already there, holding the rare flower. Arjun couldn't believe his eyes. How could he have reached before me? Upon their return, Master Govind looked at them with a knowing smile. "Arjun, you worked incredibly hard. But did you ever stop to ask yourself if there was a better way to achieve your goal?" Arjun lowered his head. He had given everything he had, yet Kiran had still beaten him. Turning to Kiran, the teacher said, "You were wise in finding an easier route. But remember, not every situation in life will have a shortcut. True success comes when intelligence is combined with perseverance." Kiran nodded. He realized that if he hadn't sought advice, he might have struggled just like Arjun. At that moment, Arjun looked up, his eyes filled with understanding. "Master, I finally understand. Hard work alone isn't enough. I need to think before acting, to find smarter ways to reach my goals instead of blindly pushing forward." Kiran added, "And I understand too. Always looking for shortcuts is not the answer either. Success never comes without real effort. Master Govind smiled and placed his hands on their heads. You have both learned the greatest lesson of life. Success is not just about working hard or being smart. It is about combining both in the right way. Years passed. Arjun became a renowned scientist, learning to balance hard work with efficiency and strategy. Kiran became a successful entrepreneur, using creativity and intelligence while maintaining a strong work ethic. One day, they both returned to visit their old school. Under the shade of the banyan tree, Master Govind was now much older, but his wise smile remained the same. Master, your challenge all those years ago changed our lives, they both said in unison. Their teacher nodded, his eyes filled with pride. I always knew you would find your own paths. Success is not a destination. It is a journey of continuous learning and growth. Hard work is essential, but without a smart approach, it will take longer to achieve success. However, relying only on intelligence without effort leads to fleeting success. The real secret to success is balancing hard work with smart work. Think before you act, but don't shy away from challenges. When these two elements combine, success is inevitable.